1963, there was Benjamin Franklin on the $50. As soon as they murdered Kennedy, Kennedy's picture was on the $50 the very next year. It was also, that was 64, that was the last year for silver in any coinage in America, except from 1965 to 1970, the $50 were 40% silver. It was just their way of thumbing their nose at Kennedy for the $4 billion worth of silver certificates that he printed that took away the power of the Federal Reserve to print our currency.
All right, interesting stuff. Thank you very much for the call. Let's go to David in New Jersey. David, you're on the line. Yes, sir.
Yes. I thank you, Jason, for having me. I am a high school student, and I just want to. My God has blessed me with a loving family. My father, he works on Wall Street, and how can I explain this? He knew Bernie Madoff. I actually met him. He told me. He told me all these people he works with are corrupt and all this.
So your dad is heavily embedded with the Wall Street culture of corruption.
No, I know him. He is a good person.
Well, I'm not saying your father's a bad guy, but he works with a lot of these guys, and he's seen the corruption. And what's his take on it?
Yeah,
what does he tell you about it? I mean, you're his son. What does he say? I mean, what's he talking about Bernie Madoff?
He told me, talked to him once. He said, he asked, a tax question or something. And I just want to mention, he was actually thinking about quitting. He was, sick of it.
Well, what's he going to do? I mean, how are things going? I mean, Wall Street, just like everywhere else, is feeling this economic hit. Is he feeling an economic hit? Is he worried about the future? Is he looking to change careers?
I don't think he's looking to change careers at all. About the future, I think he's worried because he told me his retirement just is wiped, and he's just worried about my uncle and his.
So he's feeling the crunch of this whole thing as well, and he's really looking elsewhere to see what he can do to ensure that his family is going to be okay after this financial crisis.
Yeah, I live in an upper middle class area, okay? And I know this has to do with anything. I'm sorry, but they're putting up security cameras near the light posts or something.
Well, yeah, no, they're all over the place. I mean, you're in New Jersey. I'm sure you've seen the expansion, New Jersey, from Manhattan to other boroughs of New York City into Jersey City and now beyond. I'm in Austin, Texas. You see cameras everywhere here. It's unbelievable to me.
I know.
Go ahead.
I'm shocked, and also I seen it's hard. I'm a high school student. I think I'm the only kid in my high school that knows about you guys, and it's so hard.
Well, that's when you know what? That's when you take a Sharpie and you run the risk of that principal's office and you put some Infowars.com over in the bathroom. Oh, did I tell you to deface school property? I might have. I thank you for the call. Probably an extremist for that one and subject to DHS prosecution. Gage in Florida. Gage, you're on the line. Yes.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
We were having a discussion at work a couple days ago, and it came up on the economy, and one of the people in there voted for Obama, and then he realized, something's not right. Everything's starting to fall apart, this and that, and his sister that works there goes, it's like somebody's trying to ruin us, they're trying to do it on purpose. And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I mean, if you listen to,
well, that's when you got to pull in. You got to eventually just right there you go. There's a film called The Obama Deception. It's free on Google Video and YouTube that discusses that very same thing. And it's more than just a feeling and a thought. It's actually proven. You should go check this out. It's all the rage. Or, you get a copy and you hand one to her. You make a copy. That's why our DVDs are copyright free, and if you do know how to burn one, it is rather easy. That's when you hit them hard with the information in the easiest format. And like I said, this country and this world no longer read books. They no longer speak the King's English. They speak MTV and movies, and that's why these films are so important. I appreciate the call, Gage. Let's go to Darren in Washington. Darren, you're on the line.
Hey, Bermas, how's it going, man?
Good.
I just had a response to that guy talking about the soil and how it was going to take all this money to make it better. And I just wanted to kind of let people know about some stuff going on with farming and how you can grow soil by putting plants back into the ground that'll help regenerate, the depleted soil in this country. And, if people check out permaculture online, there's a whole lot of stuff about how to do sustainable farming and kind of, create more of a community where you can,
well, to me, that guy was awful doom and gloom. He was basically saying population reduction's a reality with or without the elite's help, and that no matter.
Yeah, it is what he makes it, right? But there's a whole lot we can do just with taking, looking into different plants that can put stuff back in the soil and really rejuvenate what's going on with the nutrients, because it's not all lost. It's what people are going to put into it. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy into this rain cycle either. I think it's more climate change garbage, and the launch of this Home movie is quite scary. Almost 1 million views in 8 hours. In fact, it's probably over 1 million just in this broadcast time. It's already been put into so many languages in theaters across the world. They got the Russian version. I couldn't believe it. We should play the trailer on the other side if we've got the time. I appreciate the call, Darren. Let's go to. Well, all right, you got anything else?
Have you thought about? You there?
Yeah.
Have you thought about getting Adam Kokesh on your show? Do you know about him in IVAW?
Isn't Adam Kokesh he's the Iraqi war veteran that's running for Congress?
Yeah, totally. Well, my buddy who's here, he's kind of like one of his publicists, and I've been trying to get him to talk to him about getting on your guys' show, because,
where is he running? Where is he running?
Hey, Justin, where's Kokesh running? He's running in New Mexico, 3rd District.
Third District in New Mexico. You know what? Let's try to get Kokesh on here. I'll tell him to get at me on the MySpace, and I would like to have him on because I've had a couple of requests, and we were always interested in having Iraq war veterans who are trying to end the war legitimately, see beyond the false left-right paradigm, are ready to challenge the Obama administration and get our boys home. I really appreciate the call. People really need to see movies like Iraq for Sale to get an appreciation for what's going on in the Middle East. It is a nightmare, I promise you that. PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com. Final segment of the Infowarrior after these messages.